What's up, guys? As you can see behind me, the bike is running. So that means only one thing. It's time to head off to the dyno to see if any of these modifications made a difference. So I'm hoping that they did, because they were quite pricey. But in true fashion of any dyno day, it is nice and cold. Not as cold as the last dyno session, but 43 degrees out. That's not exactly warm. So I'm gonna finish suiting up. We're gonna head on off to the dyno. All right, guys, we are here at McNews. I got my safety squints on because it's pretty bright out. It's just not very warm out. It was a little chilly on the way over. But reason I came back to McNews Automotive is because I really like what they do here. They explain everything really well. I mean, when they're doing it, what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing. So that's one of the reasons why I like coming here. And the other reason is I already got it dynoed here before. The temperatures are actually about the same as when I got it dynoed last. So it should be a fairly accurate representation of the before and after. So hopefully we see something, and I didn't just waste my money getting it tuned again. But we're here. We're about to strap it down to the dyno and see what this thing makes. Alrighty, Ray. Well, I'm back again. I changed up a few things now. Oh, one thing I didn't mention is I did change the rear sprocket. It had a 41 tooth on it before I went to the stock 42 tooth sprocket as well. So it's probably not going to go as fast as it did last time. I know last time we went over 200. Yeah. But what do you think? Do you think this is going to make a difference at all, or?
I guess we'll wait and see.
That's the only way to find out, isn't it?
That's right. That's right. Hey, this thing ain't gonna lie, right?
That's right. This is a lie detector.
Yeah.
And that's why I brought it here, because we know what it did before, and we can actually physically see, you know, if there was a change. And the cool thing about it is it tells you what the temperature was in the dyno room last time, so we can compare that as well.
Yeah, we use SAE corrected as well, so it'll correct for any of the temperature, you know, barometric pressure, humidity, and everything.
Okay. Alright, so then it'll just be, it doesn't, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but it, okay.
Yeah, it'll make adjustments based on the air just to give us a consistent reading.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's spin this thing up and see what we got. Alrighty, Ray, so what we find so far on that bull?
It has a rich dip coming in, and then it gets lean, and then it levels off out on the top end, so it's going to clean up the bottom end a little bit, just to make the transition of the fuel a little cleaner. And then we'll keep working it until we're at 100% throttle, and sort of level everything out.
Awesome. So the exhaust, you'd say, made a difference, but we don't know if it's for the better or worse right yet.
Yeah, once we get the air fuel right, then we'll be making a good comparison.
Alright. I'll let you do that, because that looks complex and involved.
Let's not do that.
So if you've never dyno tuned something before, one thing to note it's a lot of times better just to go drop your vehicle off at the dyno facility, have them go through it and set it up, because if not, it's a lot of hurry up and wait, and that's a good thing because they're taking the time to make sure that it's running at an optimum level, making sure that the air-fuel ratio is just right. If they have the ability to change the ignition tables, you know, they do that as well, just to get the bike to run as smoothly as they can. But if you go and you wait, I know a lot of videos out there show people going to the dyno and then they get the result. It's not quick. It takes time, and it should take time because they're making sure that they get it 100% correct. So now's when we wait, kind of in between, and then we'll do some of those final power pulls then in a little bit. But here's to waiting. Alright, so Ray, this is why we do these things.
Yeah.
What did we discover?
I guess a little disappointing. Lost a few horsepower up top by switching the pipe. Tried to move the air fuel around to try to find the best power, and I mean, we had it spot on and went a little richer, went a little leaner, lost power, and it probably just isn't as good of a pipe. I think this pipe is a little big because I had to pull some fuel rolling in, so it just kills the power rolling up. It's just not as efficient as the other pipe that we had on the bike.
So with those primaries being slightly larger, it actually, Two Brothers was onto something, it looks like, because they just kept the same diameter. And I mean, you don't know until you try it, and a million people are going to tell you that it's different and it's better. Yeah. But until you put it on the dyno, and I mean, we were looking at the temps, like you said, it corrects for all that, so it's not, you know, it's not a factor when it comes to this, and that's why I wanted to bring it back here. Yeah. Because say you take it to another dyno, and maybe theirs reads slightly higher. Now it looks like you did something, but in reality, maybe you didn't. Yeah. So we'll see how drastically it affects it at the drag strip. Yeah. You know, I mean, 4 horsepower, I don't think it's going to kill it overall.
But it would probably, if anything, it might show up in your mile an hour more than anything. Horsepower is normally in your mile per hour, but it's, you know, bigger's not always better. Mm-hmm. It's finding that right compromise of like size and you know, collector diameter, the muffler, something like that. You know, and we see that with a lot of other bikes that come in. So this just might be a little big for this bike, and maybe something a little smaller. Like if you had that cone, might have been worthwhile trying in it.
Yeah, should have brought. I had it in my hand this morning. What he's talking about is I have a little bit of a silencer cone. I could have popped in the end of the exhaust just to kind of slow the flow down a little bit, see if that would have made a difference up top. But again, I thought, you know, like everybody else, it's just going to restrict it, so I didn't even bring it. But here could have actually been a benefit.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, that a little bit of back pressure sometimes helps it scavenge a little bit better, especially rolling in, and then sometimes they carry their power out on the top end as well. So
maybe I'll bring it and just do a couple of pulls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just bring it just to do it.
Pull. Sure.
I'll throw it in at the drag strip. I mean, like you said, if it did make a difference, maybe it's 1 or 2 mile an hour you get.
Yeah.
You know, better. So I can even throw it in because your tunes. I mean, that is a nice flat fuel curve.
Yeah.
You know, you do a really good job getting that just right. So yeah, maybe I'll try that at the drag strip and we'll see what happens. But as far as making it better, it didn't make it any better, guys. So sometimes, like he's saying, bigger isn't always better.
Yeah.
So. Awesome. Well, Ray, as always, it's a pleasure.
Yeah,
you're a wealth of knowledge as far as tuning and understanding this stuff, and you know, I definitely take the bikes here. When I get a Harley, when I get to that age, I'm definitely bringing it here because that's your specialty.
Slow down a little bit,
yeah, when I want to slow down, or when I want just gobs of torque at all RPMs, get a Harley and come in, but. Yeah, guys, check out McNews, especially if you have a Harley or even Victory Indian.
Yeah.
You guys have the ability to actually go into the factory ECU and tweak the Harleys. The Victories, you did just get the...
Yeah, we do the Victories and the Indians.
Yeah, so these guys are definitely worthwhile checking out. Mustangs, I mean, they do cars, they do everything here. We still do ATVs too, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so, I mean, McNews guys, they can tune it all.
Yeah,
really.
We've got some UTVs in as well.
So awesome. But as always, Ray, thank you. And I guess the next time you guys will see this is going to be at the drag strip. So I'm more excited about that than I am a dyno. Like I said, this is just a tool for measuring stuff. Yes, it's disappointing, but again, you don't know till you try. So as always, guys, we'll see you in the next video. I'm going to go ride this thing because it still has a lot of power. You guys didn't honestly think that I was done with this video without one important person. Woo! Mr. Fox has always come to all of my dyno sessions. Unfortunately, he got a new job. And,
third shift.
And he's a sleepy boy. So.
And I had to work on the motorcycle for drag race
yes,
day.
you did. Ta-da!
So I had to take a nap.
No, you had
to
take a nap because you're old.
That's true.
You're
a little old. A little old and sore. But we're going to have fun on Saturday.
You're darn right.
See you at the racetrack.
I'm going to be there with bells on.
And you're going to get dusted by Parlacker Supremo.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to take out the ZX14, son.
That's not going to happen.
Got rockets. I put rockets on my bike.
You better put rockets on your butt. You're going to need a lot more rockets on your bike. Woo! So, oh yeah. I'm pumped. I want to go drag racing.
I'm ready to go.
Fox has re-inspired me. I am ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to take old Harlacker down.
Now let's hope it doesn't be windy.
Yes, this wind can stop. But see you later, guys.
See ya.